Yo, guys, welcome back to another episode of the one and only podcast. Today I'm joined with Deshae, Young Chef Game.
Young Shift, come on, let's go.
Come on. Obviously, the gym lad, so that's going to be like the topic of discussion today. We'll start off with like, how did you get into like the gym and stuff like that?
Jeez.
About a year ago.
Well, obviously, yeah, Bradley, I know you in it. We used to go secondary school together. There used to be that small gym in the PE department. And there was like 1, 2, 3 machines there. And then what else was there? There was the dumbbells, shit like that. We all used to go there.
Much, but it's a little something that we got started with, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So it was like year 9, year 10, year 11. Cool. We was going there. Like if you felt bored during lunchtime, you just go there, innit? And it was just a stress relief and it was calm. But really and truly, none of us really knew like how everything works. Like we didn't know what rep ranges were. We didn't know what compound lifts were. We didn't know how to take supplements. We didn't know how to diet well. So we was just having fun with it. But it really started seriously last year, January. That's when I said to myself, all right, cool. I'm going to try and get bigger. I've set myself a goal. I've made myself a plan. Let me stick to it. So
why was it like around that time? Like what made you want to start like that exact time?
I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to be honest. Like one day after school, I got into a fight and like it got a bit heated.
Yeah.
And like there were 2 random guys, like they try to fight me, they try to jump me. Obviously, I protected myself, but like after that, you know what London's like the area is unsafe and shit. So like,
actually, like not mine specifically, but like Southwest London, West London, all of that. Like there can be some rough like sort of situations. So
exactly. I just felt a little bit paranoid, right? So I'm not gonna be the type of guy to, use weapons or stuff like that and like stoop down to that level. So I just thought, you know what, let me just get healthy, get bigger, work on myself, and then maybe that'll scare a few people off. But it worked well. I started enjoying the process, and it just started from there. So I contacted my dad one day. He's a MMA fighter, and he's a fitness instructor. I was just like, yo, dad, like I want to get big, like I want to get bigger, I want to gain some muscle. And then he basically just bought like £200 worth of supplements for me. And then the supplements were there. So it was like, you know what? Let me actually start going to the gym seriously to use the supplements. And then that's when it just got serious. That's when I started posting on social media every day. I started making myself a workout plan. I stuck to it. And the history was made. Muscle was gained.
Yeah, I hear that. When you first started working out, like how many days a week was you working out?
It was every single day. I kid you not. It was every single day. Yeah. So I used to go with my cousin CT, Callum. He used to go to the same school as us. We used to go every single day. So like, if I wasn't going with him, I'll go with other friends that were at the gym at the time. But I tried to force myself to go every single day. And most people would say, going every single day, that's not going to help out. It means you're not working hard enough. But my muscle like recovered very quickly. So like I'd be at the gym for an hour or 2, and the next day I'd heal. Like, so it was fine for me. I tried to go every single day, and then so January the 1st, 2020 until the first lockdown, I was going every single day.
Every day. You say like, how you're going every day, but do you think like everyone can have that like same sort of like way? Because not everyone,
not everybody has
recover like a much faster rate than most people, innit?
Exactly. So one advice that I can give to you guys is like everybody's body works differently. You just need to understand how your body works, and then from there you will be able to gain muscle as fast as possible. So for me, I knew that my muscles recovered very quickly, and I had the motivation to go every single day. So I just stuck to the plan. But obviously for most people, I don't know, some people, it takes like half a week to recover. And like their muscles are still feeling numb. So if that's you, then take a day or 2 off. Like it's fine, but you always need to stick to the plan, because if you stick to it and you be consistent, it will work out.
Them days, like obviously for everyone, there's gonna be days like you're not feeling motivated, but like how do you motivate yourself on them days to just push yourself to go to the gym?
Yeah, there was always a few days throughout the week where I had no motivation to go. And really and truly, all I have to say is find the right gym buddies, like find the right people to go with, because they will motivate you. On those days where you feel like really low or like you just can't be asked to go gym, your friends will pick you back up. They'll be like, no, come gym, like I'm there now, let's go. So
And
like get yourself into the right group of people. And if you don't have the right group of people, find people. Like the gym's there, everybody's there to motivate each other. Like socialize. There's
yeah.
always people there that are gonna be there.
And also with that sort of point, like when you're going with your friends, it's always also gonna like motivate you because like you're gonna be competitive. You want to do high weights than them. Like when I went gym, I see you at the gym. You and Callum like always pushing each other to like do higher and bench or higher and deadlift, whatever. So like
Exactly.
I think it's good not to just have good friends that are gonna motivate you, but like if you start on the same level as well, then like, you can grow together and stuff like that. So I think that's why your sort of gym relationship like it worked well.
Yeah, like the gym community is so good. Like inside the gym and on social media, like we all motivate each other, and then it's just it's a competitive environment. Like, but it's uplifting as well. So it's not like putting you down on the lower level. You're always chasing after new goals every single day. So it's perfect.
You're talking about like the social
Yeah.
like gym environment. So talk to me a bit about like how you started
So
on
now,
Instagram, TikTok, all this sort of
yeah.
platforms.
All right. So social media, all right. So one goal that I had in mind was to get bigger. I thought, okay, let me post my progress. So I started on Instagram. The first post that I made, the caption was "Let the gains begin." So that was when I said to myself, all right, I'm gonna start properly now. And from there, we're just gonna see how it goes. So I started posting consistently on social media on Instagram. And the growth, it was all right. But then that's when I moved over to TikTok. I realized everybody's using TikTok these days.
Yeah,
I wanted to gain as much exposure as I can so that I can help others, help other young men improve themselves, their health, their fitness, everything. So as soon as I started posting on TikTok every single day, I started seeing growth. So now over a year now, I've not a year, like half a year now. So since the first lockdown,
yeah.
I've gained like 70, 80,000 followers on TikTok. And now I get DMs every single day, young men, they're asking me for advice on how to gain muscle and just life advice on how to improve their health. So it's great. Like it's working very well so far.
That's good. So if you're watching this, listening, channel Gain Muscle, I'll leave his links all in the description. Send him a
Yeah,
DM.
thanks for that.
But carrying on. So when you first started, you was talking about like
Yeah,
so year 9 days, you didn't know like the compound, like all the information. So
no
where
clue.
did you start to find this information and like how did it
All
grow?
right. So, I mean, it's sort of like a culture for us guys. Like when you start going to the gym, you get into the habit of watching gym YouTube videos. So from there, you start like learning stuff. So there's bodybuilders out there like Simeon Panda, Greg Doucette. They give out lots of good advice. And like over time, you basically just become more knowledgeable of how to improve your health, how to gain muscle fast, how to burn fat. So it started from there. So when I really started seriously, that's when I found out, okay, compound lifts, they help you gain muscle the fastest. And then that's when I found out like how to diet well, how to make my own workout plans, everything. So that's where it started. YouTube. That's the best way to get the like most valuable advice to help you as a person in your fitness journey.
Right, what about 'cause like lots of people they start gym, they come in with like not as much information. Uh,
Yeah,
they're not eating well, but they think that they're just going to the gym is like gonna be such a big like change. But do you think
yeah.
like just going to the gym alone and not changing like all your other lifestyle factors, it can have like impact rather than the whole sort of package?
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough one because it's very controversial. Like, there are so many different factors that are put into play when it comes to reaching your fitness goals. So, for example, you can go to the gym, you can go on social media and post it and say that you're at the gym, and then take the rest of the week off, and everybody will look, it will look like you're working hard on yourself, but really and truly you're not. So
Yeah,
what I have to say to those type of people is like, if you really want to reach a goal and you're not seeing your results, you just don't want it bad enough. It all starts within you and your mentality and how bad you want it. So if you want it bad enough, you'll start putting in the factors that are most valuable. So that's dieting, that's attending the gym and actually being there, being consistent and actually like working hard when you're at the gym. Like all of this comes into play and it's all got to do with your mentality and your mindset.
yeah, that's fair enough. What else? What else? Oh yeah. So you go. So from the first lockdown, you was working like consistently every day. How did that like sort of change after the first
Ooh,
lockdown and stuff like
yeah.
that? Talk to me a bit
It
about
got really tough. So gyms were closed for how long? Like 2, 3 months. It was
it.
tough. Everybody was like stressing out, wondering when gyms will open back up. It was stressful. So what I decided to do was I had dumbbells at home. Like my grandma, she gave that to me for Christmas,
Mm.
and I started using those. It weren't very heavy. So one thing that I had in mind was, okay, I'm not going to be able to gain muscle fast because I didn't have heavy weights on me. So what I just decided to do was eat at a maintenance level to, keep that muscle mass. And then I decided to work out consistently every day. So I did home workouts, so body weight workouts, high reps. Because let's be real now, if you're doing like 100, 200 push-ups a day,
Yeah.
that's going to keep your muscle mass the same, or you could potentially grow muscle. Not as fast as if you went to the gym, but you're still making progress, right? So I decided to do that every single day. And then also, I really wanted to burn fat. So that was one other goal that I had. I wanted to burn a lot of fat. So what I decided to do was I ran 10 kilometers every single day. I did that for like 20 days straight. And that was like a big test for me, like mentally and physically. Like it got to the point where I had blisters on my feet. It was mad, but I got through it. I burned a lot of fat. I reached my goals, and I was consistent, and it worked out well. So that's what I've been doing throughout the lockdowns.
Um, talking about like sort of the mental and physical barrier. What do you think like for most like gym lovers is a harder
Yeah,
like barrier to break, the mental or the physical side?
I'm gonna have to say the mental side. Why? Because like when you go to the gym and you set yourself that goal from the very start, you need to promise yourself that you're going to be consistent. And that is a hard promise to make. Like one of the hardest forms of self-discipline in a man is to force yourself to do stuff that you don't really want to do, but you know it's going to benefit you in the future in the long term. So it's a very tough one because you need to stick with it in the long term. And most people can't do that. They usually give up like
You got the
within the
short term
first few
mindset.
weeks or months. Yeah. And everything changes, but you need to promise yourself to stick to the plan and to just get through it. You just need to push through it. And as every day goes by, you'll get closer and closer to that body that you really want.
Have you found it like hard like keep transitioning from like gym to like home workouts? Because like we've had this is the
Yeah,
third lockdown that we're in now. So like
yeah,
the gym was open for a month or whatever in November, then it closed again. Then I don't know, probably might open up again in summer, it might close again.
yeah, hopefully.
You finding that sort of transition hard or like because you've done
It
it
is,
like a couple times now, like it's
yeah.
probably much easier for you.
It's getting I'm not gonna lie to you, honestly, it's getting really hard. Like I can't sit here and tell you, okay, I'm doing everything perfectly every single day. Like throughout your fitness journey, you're gonna go through those adversities and those difficult times. And for me right now, it's the motivation. We're in the third lockdown right now. We have no clue when the gyms are opening up right now. And it's like, okay, I can't really make really fast progress. So what's the point? That's my mindset right now. So right now I'm just doing a few push-ups here and there, a few dips here and there,
Yeah,
abdominal workouts. I've stopped cardio now because I'm very close to the body that I want,
yeah.
but it is getting hard. But recently, I've been focusing more on my diet. So it's it's a like life is a learning curve, right? Everybody's gonna make progress in their own ways. So right now, currently for me, I'm really focusing on the diet side. Like I really want to improve that. So then when gyms open back up, I'm ready and my dieting is much better. And then hopefully, I'll be able to gain muscle faster and reach even higher goals that I've set for myself.
That's like it's important to like sort of have different ways that you can achieve your like progress. 'Cause, like you got for the whole package, you need
Yeah,
like what dieting, the motivation mentally,
yeah,
actually going to the gym and pushing weights. So
yeah,
like it's good to have sort of creativity and like different
yeah.
ways to like push yourself. So yeah, that's
And this lockdown here it's given us the perfect chance to really do our research, to learn the stuff that we haven't learned yet. It's the perfect opportunity for us to, mentally prepare ourselves for when gyms open back up again.
tell me about like what other sort of stuff you do like apart from actually going to the gym and like because I see on your
Yeah,
snaps and stuff like before you was doing bare work like
yeah.
preparing for your uni stuff and stuff. So like how do you stay so motivated in like all these different aspects? And
Yeah, I feel like what the gym has done for me is it's made me very like strong-minded, very independent.
mm,
It's a very like it's a process where you're by yourself most of the time. Nobody else is going to do those reps for you. So one thing that it's done for me is it's made me try out new things in life. So during the lockdown now, I've learned how to make websites. I've learned how to make workout plans and put it on my website. I've learned how to like make sales online. And I've been reading way more books more often now. So on top of my uni work, I'm doing other stuff which will hopefully benefit me in the future. So reading books, learning about finance, stock market, everything like that. Like, and I feel like I'm like this mentally because of what the gym has done for me. Like,
you think like
it's
before the
it's been
gym
perfect.
you wouldn't have had this sort of mentality and like
No,
strong mindedness to stay motivated?
not at all, not at all.
Um, but yeah, I've seen like you grinding, so I'll put your website in there as well.
Yeah,
You've
thanks.
got like diet plans and stuff, so check that out.
Yeah,
Do you think like in the future you're gonna like stay in like the gym sort of industry and like carry on to build your network?
definitely. I don't know how far I'll go with it. I'm not sure if I'll take like the bodybuilding or powerlifting route, but one goal that I have in mind is to be a healthier individual, and to get that body that I really want. And throughout my time, I feel like I'm going to be here for a very long time in the gym community.
Mm.
So throughout my time, I'm just going to make sure that I'm encouraging other guys to get to the goals quickly and to go off in the right direction, because that's what we all want, right?
Yeah, I think like the way you built your social media platform, like it's admirable, and like because you built like that sort of community, it will help you the longevity. Like you'll be able to meet so many different people and like
Yeah,
can
100%.
keep you motivated in the long term. So I think that's like a good way that you sort of built that.
Yeah,
Um, but I think that's all we need to talk about. You've talked about how you're gonna build your network, how you started.
yeah,
So I think that's like lots of good information that the people like will be very intriguing to listen to. So
yeah.
thanks
And
for
then
coming on.
uh, I was
Thanks,
gonna say one more thing that I have to say. One more thing.
bro. Go on, bro.
Obviously, I'm just gonna say one more thing for you guys, right? So everything that I've done so far, any of you guys can do it. Like, all you need to do is be consistent. Set your goal and be consistent. Like, this is some real shit. So for example, TikTok, how I've gained so many followers. All you need to do is be consistent. Consistency kills. That's all you have to do. So with the gym, when you set yourself a goal, go to the gym every single day, eat the right foods, be consistent, trust the process, and believe in yourself. That's all I have to say.
Also,
Thank you
like
for having me.
don't be scared to like make that jump because like people like when
100%.
TikTok or whatever first came out, people wouldn't have like people found it, I don't know, cringy, whatever. But like you've built your network on that in like such a great way. So don't be scared to like make that sort of jump or be different to others. Like I don't know, you can
Exactly.
build your
Yeah,
life from it. So but anyways, thanks for coming on.
that's fine.
Maybe
That's
get you
fine.
on getting on in another episode, but that's all for
100%.
today. So thanks for listening and we'll see you again next week.
All right. Thanks for having me. Peace.
Love, love, love.